Well, this is just going to be a little short video called 3 Ways of Dating a South Bend. And, as pretty as these old machines are, I don't mean romantically. I mean the date that it was actually made. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that dating the earlier South Bends from the 1920s and into, I think, the mid-30s, they stopped doing this, is very, very easy. Because the folks that made them were smart enough that they actually put just the actual date that it was made. So if you come to the end of your bed here and you look inside here where you have your ribbing and it's just this plain, it's a cast surface, you'll see some numbers cast in. And in my instance, it's 11, 10, 21. So that means that this bed was liquid metal and poured into the mold on that date, November 10th, 1921. Excuse me. Now, the second and third ways to date a South Bend lathe are actually kind of the same way. It's through your serial number. Now, there is a serial number index that's been put together by a member over on Practical Machinist. And it's been building for a long time, and it's actually pretty good. So I'm going to put a link up to that serial number index, and you can go to that index and find the closest serial number to your lathe, and that's going to give you a pretty good idea of when the thing was made. I think it goes down to like the month now. But anyways, so according to that index, this was actually built into a lathe about a year later. The reason that they actually cast the date that these were poured into the bed is because they were seasoning their castings, and they wanted to know when they pulled the casting out of the pile how long it had been seasoned. So, and I'm not going to get into all the details of seasoning castings and how the stresses get induced into a casting and all of that. But suffice it to say that if you look at that date, that's the date that the thing was poured, and it will you add about a year or so to that, and that's going to give you the date that the thing was actually built into a lathe. Now, I'll put a link to the serial number index in the description, and if you're going to use that or you have an old South Bend lathe, I implore you to go over to Practical Machinist, go to the South Bend Lathe subforum, and submit your serial number, make, and model in the sticky thread that is over there. You ought to be able to find it. That helps build this serial number index, make it more accurate, etc., and document how many of these old machines still survive. And quite a few of them have survived over the years. Now, the third and final way is to actually contact Grizzly. Grizzly is the current owner of South Bend, normally more known for their import of, shall we say, lesser quality lathes. However, to their credit, I am told that the South Bend lathes that they're making and selling today under the South Bend name are actually very good quality. So, credit where credit is due. In any case, South Bend kept very, very good records over the years, and for a fee of $25, you can send Grizzly your serial number, and they will go and pull the serial number card for that lathe, and they will send you a copy of it. That's going to tell you who South Bend originally sold the lathe to. Now, it may not have been an end user. In many cases, it would have been, a Century Machinery, who would have been the dealer, kind of like the equivalent of, Ford might sell a bunch of cars to, Johnson Ford. and Johnson Ford goes and they sell them to the end user. But also in a lot of cases you'll find that maybe they went to an individual or it went to some company, something like that, or to even some branch of the government. The serial number card will also tell you what the lathe originally sold with and any kind of special features that it might have had. So say that it, you look at the serial number card and it might say, oh, this lathe sold originally with a taper attachment and 2 chucks and a turret tailstock or something like that, So kind of a nice way to go if you're so inclined. However, the previous 2 methods are free. And I really hope this helps out, finding out when your machine was made. Well, I think that about does it for this video. If you like these videos, please do like them. If you have any questions or comments, there's a place for that. I try to read them all and answer them if it's necessary to answer, or I will try to address things in an upcoming video if it's a little bit hard to explain, and yeah, if you'd like to see more, please do subscribe. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Just to be perfectly clear, there's the numbers right in there. Also, I wanted to add that it's actually cast at both ends of the bed. You can't see it, but it's on this side, the inside, under the headstock there, or in the headstock area. So these are the types of numbers that you're looking for. They are raised from the casting, they're not sunken in. All right, have a wonderful day.